let's begin. The theme of the week is grouping data in Document. So I have prepared here an Airtable base just for presentation purposes. We have here a structure of a purchase order. I have here a purchase order, and I have line items. So I have a big list of line items, mainly for this record right here, but it can be any other base, any other data source. You can actually integrate any data source you need with Document. And just to share with you that I have a long list of line items. So I have them and I would like to put them in different groups. So say I want to group them by category. We can do that within Document. So you can have templates with the category grouped with the items for each category and have it well organized. So let's go to our template. This will be the template I'll be using today. So it is already connected to Airtable. I already have my fields mapped. And I have here a list of items, and they're displaying randomly. They're not actually grouped. So say I want to group them. So how can I do that with Document? This currently is made manually. So by manually, I mean we need to write a variable to tell Document to group those items. And how can we do that? So to start, we'll add a text element. It has to be at the top of the template. So I'll add my variable right here. So to start the variable, we started with double curly braces. Let me give it a zoom in. And we'll start by adding a variable. So basically what I'm going to do here is that I'll create a variable, and that variable has a name, and that name relates to the group function. So let's start with the $sign bar. I'll open quotes, and this will be my group name. So this will be the category group. It's very important in the field name to not have any spaces, but if you want to, you can add a space, but you just need to wrap it also in square brackets. But best practice would be to not have any spaces in here. So that's it. I've created my variable, and now I'll tell Document that this variable is connected to a grouping function. So I'll create that grouping function now. So $sign group, and I'll tell Document to look into the list of items. So I'll add here I'll add here the name of the list I have. So that field is called line items, which is this one. And then I'll have the field name here. So as it's shared, since this field here has a space, I need to wrap it in square brackets and type in the name just as it is in my field schema. So line items, close these square brackets, and tell the field I want to group by, and I want to group by category. So I'll open quotes, type in the field, which is category, close quotes, and now I'll close everything up. So close parentheses and close curly double brackets. And now we have our grouping variable. Right here, I have my list of items. I'll duplicate this just to have the same formatting. And let me hide the line items for now. Let me name it. And this is a good trick. You can rename any element in the contents pane. So here I'll set up my group. I'll just hide this one for now. So in here, I have this row holding all the columns with my items. And for the grouping, we need to have nested rows. So right now, what I'm going to do, well, first of all, I'll remove this loop right here. And I'll add another row right above it. And this will be my parent row. So let me name this one actually for this group. and this one will hold the items of the group. So let me name it items. And now I have this major row right here, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to loop it over the variable I just created. And I just need to select the row, go to edit logic, repeat loop. And now since we need to manually input this, since this is not mapped, we'll add here as manual input, paste it in, and save. Okay, so say I want each group to have its category beforehand. So these are the electronics, these are other materials. So I can add this name right here. So I'll add a text element, and I just need to type in the variable name. This will display the name of the group. And since we're grouping by category, every time the group is repeated, we'll have the category and the items from that category. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to drag in the items inside the group row. Let me just place things a bit. And since these are going to display my items, I need to loop this over the items of the group. So same steps, repeat loop, use manual input, and then I'll have items and save. So now what we need to do is that we need to type in the variables. So in this case, we have SKU. So I'll just manually have it here and delete the token. Same here. Same here. Let me see if we have some formatting. Okay, it's just a plain number. So we'll have quantity and delete the token. Here we have a plain number with 2 decimal places, so we'll need a bit of formatting. So we add our variable, our sign number. This will tell document this is a number field, and that would need to format it. And as I shared before, we have a space in this field name, so we need to add some square brackets, unit price, close it up, and tell document the formatting. So here I want 2 decimal places. So we just need to type this in and close it all up. And now just delete the token. So same here, but this is a currency. So we'll do something with a similar format. So just to make it quicker, let's just copy this one. This is the amount. And we'll add the currency formatting here. Let me just check this color. Let's apply it to the text level. And delete this token. So what we should be able to see here are now the items, but now they are grouped. Let me just edit some style here. And now let's have a quick preview. And there you go. Just a simple. Now all the items are grouped. The name of the group, which is category, since we're grouping by category, is going to display for the items. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to share. I'll be happy to help.